Here we are. I got this at my local computer store. It worked like a charm. I would suggest if you need to do this, then it says, be careful to not damage the paint, which is gonna happen. See that little sparkle right there? That's probably some paint, and it's gone. I would suggest if you're gonna do this, kind of go for it. Just get in there and wedge and wedge and wedge, and don't be afraid to use the tool like this. More like, instead of so pointy, more so like this, and just come down the edge a little and you'll save your paint a lot more. I didn't really damage my paint, but every little bit hurts. You can kind of maybe see a little bit. So, and then to get it off, what do we do next, right? Oh, I got the corner. Sorry, it keeps going out. So I'm just kind of like wiggling. God, a terrible video. I'm just kind of wiggling here, just shaking. And I shook and and kind of put some pressure on and it popped out. So that's like probably the most stressful part. All right, stay tuned for the next one. All right, so you need to have the correct tiny screwdriver, little Phillips head. I went ahead and put this in here, and I kind of pried really gently to break it, and I just broke it before I started the video. And so now, as you can see, hopefully now it's still pretty tight. I need my other hand. There you go, it's turning. Nice and easy. So I'm gonna put the phone down, continue this, and then we'll follow up. There it is. You got 3 of them. There's the second one right there, and the third. And there's gonna be a little metal ring here on the ground that you're not gonna wanna lose. Cool, so we removed the 3 screws. There's 1, 2, and I kept the ground screw there. Spudger's there. The next thing we did was I used that spudger to get under this guy right here. And I just gently pulled 1, 2, 3. So like from any side, edge, center, edge, and just worked it up, and it comes out. It also is pretty flexible, so don't be worried that you're gonna snap it. So moving on, I need to remove the connector board. That's what it says on the iFixit. I tried that spudger. It didn't really want to pry in right here because I kept hitting the edge right here. So I grabbed my tiny flathead and I kind of just lift it up, and the connector board kind of broke away. It seems a little seated at times because it's been there forever. It gets warm. So yeah, I'm gonna just try to remove it like that. As you can see, it's probably moving. I'm gonna gently pull it out. Follow back in a second. So I pried along this edge right here. Definitely prying from this edge makes no sense because of what's here. And there's a little sticker right here that I heard break. It kind of made a sticker sound, and when it came undone. So as soon as that pops, it just kind of all came up. And then as you can see, I think I'm about to pull it out. I'm gonna try to do that with one hand. And yep, it's just sliding right out. There it is. Okay, so then the on-off switch is kind of loose right now, so I'm gonna let you go and take care of that, and we'll follow that. All right, so we're back, and I got it all out. Be careful that the rubber mat down here does not come out, and the iFixit DIY says that. When I pulled out the connector board, this half was stuck to it, and a minute ago I mentioned be careful that it feels kind of seated in there. It's just been living in there forever. So the mat came about halfway, so I was really careful with my little tool here to just roll it back and place it. And I just kind of only went this way to make sure if it gets that picky later on the reinstall that I didn't go this way with it and bunch it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall now. Let me put this guy on here. I have this part. Okay, let it go right here. Putting it on right now as we speak, and having a little problem. I don't know where it goes. Cool. So I'm guessing that if you can see that, I'm putting this protrusion right here. Can we see it? The protrusion right there. I'm gonna put that in the middle of this part. So, like so. Boom. I imagine that it doesn't go on either side of this guy. So right in the middle. And I'm gonna hope that stays there. As you can see, it kind of slides back and forth. It feels like that's a center point. And I'm gonna go for the reinstall. I am not ordering a new connector board yet. I am simply trying to reseat this, as I've read a few people have had a lot of luck that way. And it fixed their charging issue. My OP-1 just randomly will just not turn on. It's super frustrating. It does do the COM boot, if you know what I'm talking about. The COM boot works every time. And I can go check all the keys. There it goes, just popped in. I can do all that and it still won't turn on, so I'm just gonna see if this works. I'm gonna use my spudger and I'm just gonna gently press down and make sure we're good. Kind of go the length of the unit. I'm looking on the outside here. Everything looks to be seated pretty properly. Checking the switch. Okay, and I'm gonna go for the reinstall with the 3 screws. 1, 2, 3 with the ring. This is your ground. And then of course pushing down and reseating this tab, and follow back in a sec. All right, so I've replaced the ground. Of course, being sure to put the ring underneath the screw. That's the second one. Being very careful to seat my screw like this over my OP-1 case. Having it over the case really helps. I don't have like a workstation, so it really helps to see the screw against the black for all those people out there who may not have like a computer workstation or electronics surgical area. Okay, so that was the first one off camera. We came back to camera here. We're good to go. This is connected before we were on camera. We're just gonna turn it over, see what happens. I guess it was kind of already on, so turned it on. I heard the speaker pop. I don't think you could hear that. Nothing, not working. So I turned it off. I'm gonna hold COM over here, and I'm gonna pull the power. Got the screen. Oh, this is totally the wrong way. And this is the same result I get every time. So I get here, yeah, obviously it's not dead, but essentially it's full-on brick mode still. After removing the connector board and replacing it. I am gonna try charging it for a little bit, and not putting on the plate, right? Probably leave it in its case with the plate off so I don't have to pull it off again. There's a good look at the bottom of the plate. Those are the tabs you want. So I pried from here and then here. So I feel like if you guys want to pry from right here, it really pops the middle one and a whole side comes up. Then you 1, 2, you should be good. Maybe 1, 2, 3. And that's what I did and it worked. All right, hope this helps. Peace.